That made me so dizzy. I am deep in the Utah backcountry. I've got 40 pounds of camping gear on my back, my Talaria Sting. Today we are solo e-bike camping. Follow along. All right, guys, check this out. I'm up in the mountains and I'm about to go e-bike camping on my Talaria. I ended up bringing way more than I was expecting. My bag is like 40 pounds, but hey, I should be pretty comfortable tonight. I'm right here at this beautiful lake where I'm gonna be leaving the truck. I'm gonna head into the mountains and we're gonna have a good time. Let's go. All right, I got the neon yellow gloves today. These things are actually awesome. Not to mention that I'm gonna have like 40, 50 pounds on my back. I think the suspension's gonna be bogged out a little bit. Up, down. All right, this thing is pretty heavy, but it's actually weighted pretty good, so I think I'm gonna be okay. I should probably stiffen my shock. All right, let's see if I can do that really fast. That feels a lot better. All right, so I stiffened up my suspension. I've got my backpacking bag on. I'm gonna head up into the mountains and see how this thing does. Here we go. It definitely feels weird having that much weight on my back. I'm gonna have to get used to it for sure. I'm at 100% battery, so I'm not too worried as far as battery goes. This is just rattling, having this much added weight. So I usually put something in here to chill out the battery because it bounces around so much. Okay, I think that should definitely do it. Look at the river though. We had so much snow this year. Most snow I think ever on record in Utah. This piece of the road has been beaten up quite a bit. I think this might have even like kind of washed out. Oh my gosh. Woo! This is cool right here. Getting a little muddy. When I bought the Talaria Sting, one of the main things I wanted to know was if I could take it up into the mountains like this and go camping. But I live so close to the mountains, I thought it would be a fun way to just be able to go from the truck to a base camp a lot quicker. Now, one of the downfalls is you are limited to range. I've got one of the coolest pictures right here, and it's in the winter, and we're in a Razor. I'll put it up right now. The coolest picture. Pretty sure we're coming this way, so you see the mountains in the back. So I gotta say, the bike is handling pretty good. It's pretty tiring with how much weight is on the back. All along the western front. All right, so if you've ever heard of Snowbird Ski Resort, which is one of the best ski resorts in, I'd say, the entire world, fight me in the comments on that. If you take a left right here, it'll take you to the backside. So if you've been to Snowbird and you've skied Mineral Basin, you can get to it from here. Here we go, skirt. Woo! So I've spent so many days skiing back in here. See what this sign says. Mineral Basin. You were here. We're officially going to find camp. I'm trying to decide if I want to be along the water or not. Ooh, it's a pretty good spot though. Look at that. All of these spots are kind of damp. I think I'm gonna find home in here. This is a really nice spot though, look at that. Yes, this is definitely it. Oh my gosh, look how perfect this spot is. This is money. I'm feeling good about this zone. I'm gonna set up camp right here, get all this taken off because it's pretty heavy. I'm gonna go ahead, clean up camp, get everything set up, and I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry. Okay, as I'm setting up camp, I wanted to remind you guys that when I get to 25,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be giving away this Talaria Sting. So if you haven't already and you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. All right, I got the tent up. Now I'm gonna get everything in there, get my bed all set up. I think I'm gonna start a fire and then get dinner going. It's super pretty up here. It's really calm. There's some clouds rolling in, so I'm hoping it doesn't rain. Should be pretty smooth under there now. But I know I'm just gonna wake up in the middle of the night with just a rock in my back, so it is what it is. Check this out. Oh yeah, that feels smooth now. You know, just sleeping like kings up here in the mountains. Okay, to be honest, camping alone kind of freaks me out, especially up in the mountains. It was such a cold, long winter that you just know that there's just cougars around here. And I've been seeing a ton of deer, so I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. So I'm not too worried about bears up here. I mean, there are bears in this canyon, but people hardly ever see them. When I do travel in the backcountry, I like to bring this Spot Gen 3. This is not a product placement by any means. How it works is you have like an SOS button if something goes terribly wrong, tracked by GPS. You also have a helping hand. So if you press like on the helping hand, it will just send you to someone you know. And then you have an OK button, tracking button so they can track you, and then a message button. I think I have it set up to go to my wife, my dad, and my wife's dad. But I'm getting so hungry. I'm gonna get out food, start a fire, start eating. Beef stroganoff. Check this out. Always finding deer everywhere I go. I think this guy wants to be my friend. He just keeps coming over here. I really don't think they've seen people up here very much yet because the road's still closed to get up here in cars. So most people that would be camping this weekend in this spot can't get up here. I'm sure they're like, dang it, people are already here. We got boiling water. I have stirred carefully. Okay, so after the 5 minutes, I'll stir again and then reseal for another 4 minutes.
Counting down.
Oh, while that's heating up, I want to come check out my spot. This is where I'm eating dinner for sure. Look at this. Oh, yeah! Dinner is finally served. I'm eating dinner with some friends. Like he wants to share this meal with me. He's bullish enough to just ride into camp now. Looks like I'm gonna have some buddies all night. Usually deer are so skittish. Like down in the valley, they're so skittish. Up here, they're not afraid. All right, so it's 10:30, it's pitch black out here. I just had a wonderful fire right next to the river. My tent is all ready for me to get into it. I'm gonna go to bed, not think too much about the cougars. See you in the morning. All right, how do I get out of this thing? I got pretty cold at like 3 a.m. Okay. Good morning. It's hard to beat that right there. Except last night I got pretty cold, so got myself hand warmer, put it in my sleeping bag, and then I was toasty. You gotta love slurping some applesauce right out of the box. All right, camp is all cleaned up. I'm about to head down. I've got 40% battery, which I'm not worried because it's all downhill from here. But this was the perfect place to camp. I had a ton of fun. Now I'm gonna head down and go see my family. You. Whoa, bird. Trees falling off the cliff right there. Woo, it's raging. Okay, here we go. Made it. What a day. Oh yeah, look, that guy's fly fishing down there. All right, guys, there you have it. I just finished up my first ever solo camping trip on the Talaria, and it was absolutely amazing. I had just the right amount of battery and just the right amount of camping gear. A little heavy, but I adjusted for that in the suspension, and it was perfect. So if you guys are enjoying this content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.